Hi, welcome back to my channel. Before I get into the video, shout out to Sophia. She was at my show last week. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming. It was very cool to meet someone who watches my videos in the real world. So thank you. Thank you so much for being there. It was really nice to talk to you. I was watching YouTube a few weeks ago because it's my job now. And I got an ad that was so bad and weird, I had to look into it more. It's everything I could ever want, in that I want nothing to do with it. Is it incredibly dumb branding to be as manly as possible? Check. I made a whole video about stuff like this. Isn't sleep supposed to be peaceful, relaxing, a nice siesta away from the troubles of the day? No, it's a military operation designed to tactically recharge your body for war. You have to shoot sleep in the head with a gun. Is it solving a problem I do not have? Check. My friends will tell you, I fall asleep incredibly easily. If I spend more than 15 minutes sitting on anyone's couch, I will end up taking a nap. Is it terrifying to look at? Yes. I can't tell if they try to make the people using the products look more like they're being held hostage on purpose to try and go with the branding that they've chosen, or if that's just kind of what people look like when you put tape over their mouths and have them stare directly into a camera. So they were like, we might as well lean into this. Either way, there's so many selfies of people using this where they just look kind of scared. And that's not ideal. I don't think that's what the brand wants people associating with their product, but it sure is what I associate with hostage tape now. So obviously from there, I had to at least look. I had to at least take a little peek at their website. And once you go there, you're met with 4 questions. Are you skeptical? Sleeping in separate bedrooms? Sleeping like shit? Waking up with dry mouth? Are these 4 questions? Yeah, I think so. Do I think the answer to all of them is, then try hostage tape? No, no, I don't. Are you skeptical? About what? About the product? Is that your pitch? Hey, if you don't think you should buy this, why don't you just buy it? And then you'll know whether or not you should buy it. When they say sleeping in separate bedrooms, I'm assuming they mean you and your partner, and not just like, hey, are you stretching your limbs so long you've got your head in one room and your feet in another one? Tape yourself up, man. And then these last 2 are for sure related. I definitely see the line between the 2 of them. It is definitely a little funny to censor yourself on your own website, because if you didn't want to have batteries on your website, just don't have them. Don't half-ass it. That's kind of bullshit. Just say bullshit. Just say I'm sleeping like I fucking hate myself and that I feel like shit every morning. Just say that. Why is hostage tape so special? Mouth tape? WTF? Again with the self-sent, just say what the fuck. There's no YouTube algorithm to mess you up if you say a bad word. Just say what the fuck. Skeptical right now? You're probably scratching your head, giving the screen a side eye, and wondering if I've lost a few marbles, suggesting you slap a piece of tape over your mouth. I get it. It sounds like a practical joke, or a plot for a silent movie. These are all the exact thoughts I had running through my head, every single one of them. I was like, oh, this is just like a silent movie plot. But here's the twist. Your body is a huge fan of nose breathing. It's like a loyal groupie at a rock concert, holding up signs saying nose breathing rocks, mouth breathing is sucks. I would hope that my body, although bad at many things, would not write mouth breathing is sucks. I hope that I could trust myself not to make that mistake. Before you dismiss the tape idea as a gag, pun intended, remember this. Nose breathing is the fun uncle that brings all the gifts to the party, and mouth breathing is the grandma that knits you the itchy Christmas sweater. And that's just science, so just keep that in mind as we're going forward. Uncle, grandma. Introducing the mighty hostage tape, the strongest, most comfortable mouth tape on the planet. It's a very specific brag. You know, it's kind of like knowing the world's smartest goat. Not even that you're friends with the world's smartest goat, just that you know the world's smartest goat. I guess it's kind of cool. This isn't your average run-of-the-mill namby-pamby adhesive. It's more like the Hulk of mouth tapes, grabbing your face and holding your mouth shut. Do I want that? I don't know if I do. This tape is game for it all. It adheres to your face like a barnacle to a ship's hull and stays there all night long. Even the fiercest of lumberjack beards don't stand a chance. Well, it's too bad that I got rid of my lumberjack beard in advance. I won't be able to test this tape's strength against my very well-groomed, well-defined beard. But don't be fooled by its hulkish strength. It's as comfortable as your favorite pair of silk boxers you wear when your wife isn't home. You know, the ones that are white and have the big red hearts on them that are comically revealed when someone pantses you? Yeah, those ones. We all have them. Just take off the plastic, apply to your sweet man lips, and jump into restful sleep. Some more nerd stuff. All right. After a week sleeping with hostage tape, ready for a life makeover? Fasten your seatbelts because you're about to launch into the realms of energized mornings, partner cuddling nights, minty fresh breath, and photo-ready looks. And no, you don't have to sell your soul or rob a bank for it. That's a change. This tape is gonna get me a partner. Picture this. You wake up feeling more juiced than a power-packed smoothie, with energy to conquer the world. You are finally able to slide back under the sheets with your partner and have a pillow fight? Get your head out of the gutter. Your wife still won't have sex with you. Like, let's get one thing straight. She doesn't like you, but that's because of who you are as a person, not because of your bad sleeping habits. You can finally slay the bad breath dragon and improve your dental health so you can finally look your dentist in the eyes. In a nutshell, we're talking about life-changing sleep, folks. So get ready for the overnight transformation that will leave your mirror asking, is that you? You would think that would be the last paragraph, right? It's the guy pointing to the tape. It's talking about the benefits of sleeping with it, how your life will be changed after a week. There's a big blue button that says change your life now. You think that'd be the end, right? It's not. There are several more paragraphs after this. One of them includes a bunch of pictures of people using the hostage tape, and it has the black bar over their eyes, you know, the one from Spy Kids. So it really just looks like they are trying to make people look like they're being held captive. But of course, I want to change my life now. So I clicked on the big blue button, and it took me to the store page. Because the only way to change your life is by buying products. It's the only way to achieve true happiness. I don't believe that they ever have or ever will sell a year's supply of hostage tape for $300. That $199.99 price is probably where it's locked in. It also only gives you 360 tapes. So you get to choose which 5 days of the year you're taking off. And before I even knew what was happening, I had bought not the 360 pieces, just a 1 month supply of hostage tape for $25. Mail's here. You can see here I've got 2 packages. That's more than the one that I told you about. I'll tell you what the second one is in a moment. But first, let's open up this hostage tape. It's just the tape. That's it. That's all there is to it. Hostage tape strips. Instructions. 1. Use the tin to store your month's supply of strips. They did not give me a tin. I did not buy a tin. Step 2. Before bed, make sure your mouth is dry and purse your lips together. Peel the back of strip and apply to your mouth. You and your partner get a good night's sleep. All right, now why do they... You and your partner get a good night's sleep. Or else. Ooh. I love being threatened by the people who are telling me to put hostage tape over my mouth. Purse your lips together. Wow! I don't know what I was expecting, but this is far less dramatic of a reveal. It also doesn't like it when you talk when you have it on, believe it or not. Alright, well there's one of them down the drain. Yeah, I can, if I pull it apart, I can see through it. Like I can see where the viewfinder is on my camera if I pull it apart. And so the other package that I got is just at the behest of my friend John, who's an EMT. It's just like some regular breathable tape. Wow! Ta-da! See, this I feel like I look significantly more like a hostage. And also, it feels significantly stickier than this one right here. Ah! My mustache is gone now. So I'm gonna actually use both of these, both the hostage tape. God, I feel weird saying that. And this tape. And we'll see how/if it affects my sleep. I have no results for you right now. I have done no sleeping with either of them on, so I don't know how they work. Okay, goodbye. So I've had to go to work the past couple of days with the tape on. I didn't go to work with the tape on. I just had to go to work, so I wasn't like filming myself in the morning. I was getting ready for work. But I have some notes, things I want to talk about. This is day 3. This is my 3rd sleep with hostage tape. The first day that I had it on, I woke up late. My alarm was set for 8:30 and I woke up at 9:20. So I did not feel refreshed, not feel rejuvenated. I felt panicked. But that had more to do with my social situation than anything else. I don't blame the tape for that. Today I had no morning obligations. I didn't feel super energized. I didn't feel like I had enough energy to take on the world, but I slept last night. I slept fairly well. So far, every time when I have worn the hostage tape, when I wake up, it is no longer on my mouth. It was on my sheet next to me today. It was stuck to my pillow yesterday. It was wrapped around my finger the first day. It was letting it freaking linger. I'm a rambunctious sleeper, but it's more like the Hulk of mouth tapes, grabbing your face and holding your mouth shut. As soon as I put it on the first night, a couple things happened. One, I knew immediately that I wanted to talk about the experience, but I couldn't yet, and that was frustrating. I can't talk while the tape's on my face because then the tape will come off my face, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sleep with the tape on my face. So I knew that I needed to talk about that. But also, I sing to myself, I talk to myself a fair bit of the time. But even beyond that, even like when I'm ready to go to bed, just knowing that I couldn't. Not that there were things that I wanted to say, but it's that if there were things I wanted to say and I couldn't, that was really frustrating. I didn't like that one bit before I go to bed. After waking up panicked on that first day, I was exhausted all day. I was tired, I was so sleepy. Thank goodness one of my friends texted me with some great tea. There was some real drama happening. Because if that wasn't the case, I would have just been tired the whole day at work. I was yawning all day. I just felt like kind of slow. I felt a little groggy. The other thing that I noticed immediately when I put the tape on was like, oh, people are using this for sex, huh? Not to be a little freak pervert about it all, but the same way that people like using fuzzy handcuffs because they provide like the illusion of danger, but you don't even need the key to get out of them. You're not really restrained. It's just like you're playing, you're making pretend. The same way that works is the way that there's definitely people who use hostage tape the same way, where it's like you have tape over your mouth, but one, the tape is breathable. You can breathe through it. If you needed to, you could rip it off very easily, or you could have your partner rip it off very easily. There's definitely people using this for horny purposes, and good for them, good on them, happy for them. But also, what the hell? So far, the effect it has on my sleep feels negligible. And maybe that's just because it keeps falling off. Maybe that's because I have never woken up and have it still be on my face. Or maybe my sleep schedule is just so fucked that there's nothing I could ever do to get good sleep. And that's a fun world to live in. While I go off and sleep with hostage tape for a few more nights, let's talk about their incredibly thirsty email campaign. In the 9 days after I bought hostage tape, I got 12 emails from them. In total, since I bought it about a month ago, I've gotten 34. Some of these are entirely justifiable, like the receipt of what I bought, so I can write this off on my taxes next year. It is a business expense after all. But most of these are just annoying. Experience the weird brand that everyone is talking about. They're so quirky. With over 700 customer reviews and more pouring in each day, we simply can't help it. 700 reviews? That is everyone. They're actually just over 2,000 now, which is nearly 3 times everyone. Would you believe it if I told you there are 0, 1, or 2-star reviews? And the 4 3-star reviews are exceedingly positive? It's amazing. I thought that maybe it was being oversold a bit, but it's definitely not. It works perfectly to tape my mouth shut. The tape works perfectly to tape your mouth shut. This is a revolutionary product. Got the starter kit for my husband and it worked. My only complaint is I have to wait to get more. Seems a bit mean to take 2 stars off because a product is finite and needs to be replenished, but it's their review, not mine. My husband snores like crazy, and I've recently started noticing that it's really been affecting my sleep. He's tried a lot of different anti-snore things, but he always complains that they just don't work. I purchased this item to see how it works. I really hope she means that she hasn't tried it, and her husband hasn't tried it either, and they're still giving it 3 stars. This is what I should do with movies I haven't seen on Letterboxd. So, the concept is great. I totally droop with my CPAP mask. I've tried different remedies. This is good, but I have to really be relaxed and tell myself not to panic with it on my lips. I'm trying! Unfortunately, these strips are no more effective than the others on the market. I will be requesting a refund. I thought with this price point, they had to be more effective, but alas, they peel off in fewer than 30 minutes, just like the others. 4 stars. 4. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they might be hiding negative reviews, but a company wouldn't do that. Corporations are good. Okay, back to the emails. After getting at least 1 email a day for a week, I got an email from them that said, "It's been a minute since a hostage tape update. So here's what's going down in a nutshell." It had not been a minute. It had been more than 1 full calendar day, so I can understand why they were panicking and dying to send me something. It is funny that hostage tape, the product that puts sleep in a chokehold, sends you emails with huge BuzzFeed millennial energy. "Hey, good looking, what you got cooking?" We stumbled on this viral video clip from the Michaela Peterson podcast. That is Jordan Peterson's daughter, just in case you were wondering. They also sent me an affiliate link so I can get paid every time I sell one of their products. I thought this was just a dumb thing. I didn't realize it was a pyramid scheme too. There's a joke about cold plunging that goes something like this. How do you know which guy in the room does cold plunging? The punchline? Don't worry, he'll tell you. Borderline dad joke quality there, but you get the point. Why does it feel like their emails should end with edit? Thanks for the Reddit gold, kind stranger. It's so weird, but you literally almost get a sort of euphoria from it. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of intense, which is where the nose breathing comes in. You might know about the Wim Hof stuff, but basically, slow breathing through the nose can help you to calm down in the cold water. And that's when the magic starts to happen. The cold, the slow nose breathing. Does he want to fuck the cold plunge? No entrepreneur is ever normal about their routine. It's never, "This is what I do. It works for me. It might help you out too." It's always, "My frigid shower powers my day to create an impact and improve my ability to achieve my goals in a way that empowers my creativity to dropship." And the email ends so deflated. Energy up, mood up, ready to tackle any problem. It's like the cold supercharges the breath work, or maybe the other way around. I got the breathing stuff covered, but I'm still figuring out this cold stuff. That's pretty much it. If you want to optimize your breathing, you know where to go. The creme de la creme of these emails is the one with the subject line, "Sleepy Sundays." Hi folks, Alex here. I don't know who Alex is. I think it's the guy in the beanie, but I don't know him. He doesn't know me. Happy Sunday. I just got fired up over this. Resting is important. Unwind, relax with family, chill out, etc. He does sound fired up. I get it. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, we need it. But there is a weird thing our society has normalized, and that's the Sleepy Sunday. I believe it was actually Moses who normalized the Sleepy Sunday. You know, it's been a minute since I've read the stone tablets. They're a quick read, but a heavy one. Naps, laying on the couch, low energy, the rest of it. It's one thing to consciously choose relaxation, but it's another one to be forced into it. As in, you literally don't have the energy to do anything but nap. This isn't what I would call a sleepy Sunday so much as I would call it chronic fatigue or long COVID. I don't want to sound harsh here, but time is so precious. We only have so many days on this earth, and I don't know about you, but I want to live them to the fullest. And that means having the energy to choose and do what I want to enjoy on a Sunday afternoon. Hey, I get it. If that's me on a Sunday afternoon, I'm at work. But on a day off, I love being a sleepy guy. I love being in my shorts and a t-shirt, pulling the blanket all the way up to my chin, replying me to a bunch of pictures of animals that my friends send. That rocks. That rocks. What if you could get more out of your days by getting more out of your nights? Bad sleep is a pandemic in the Western world, and being tired all the time is becoming normalized. Screw that. Do what you must to optimize your sleep/life and get your energy back. The first time I mouth taped, I woke up feeling like a teenager again. I was hard as a rock. And now I've heard hundreds of people say the same. If you know, you know. Mouth taping is an easy, non-invasive way to get your life back. The silliest part of this to me is I'm only getting this email because I made a purchase on their website. I've already bought hostage tape. And you woke up feeling like a teenager again? What is this, a 2009 Zac Efron movie? Did you wake up feeling way too horny for your own good? Were you really into the TV show Scandal when you woke up? Sorry, these are all just... This is what happened if I was a teenager when I woke up. And often it creates a domino effect to other positive changes. Sleepy Sundays are fine, but if you want something more, then you know what to do. Pull the trigger on some hostage tape so you can get more out of your days by getting more out of your nights. If you don't want to be a tired little idiot, then buy my tape. My tape's the only way for you not to be a tired little dummy. Of course you think tape is the only way to make a positive change. It adds money to your bank account when people do that. We're like more than a week into me trying it at this point. Last night was bad. Last night I could not get to sleep until I took the hostage tape off of my mouth. Do I think that the hostage tape was keeping me awake? No, I don't think so. It wasn't helping. I'm so conscious of my mouth at all times when it's on. You know, as I was trying to fall asleep, it gets later and later in the night, and I'm more likely to fall asleep. So I don't think me taking the tape off at the moment I did was critical. It just kind of happened when it did, and then almost immediately afterwards I fell asleep. There's nothing about this that seems like it's the radical, life-changing, life-affirming good thing that they claim it is. Maybe in the second week there'll be some sort of radical transformation. There were no radical transformations in the second week. Fasten your seatbelts because you're about to launch into the realms of energized mornings, partner cuddling nights, minty fresh breath, and photo-ready looks. Some mornings I wake up with energy. Some mornings I wake up tired. You know, life. I have not materialized a person to sleep with me. My breath smells about the same, and I don't think I look that different. But it has 4.8 stars. There has to be something I'm missing. Maybe I'm trying too hard to stay in control. Maybe I'm not using it hard enough. Maybe I need to become fully hostage to the tape. See how this goes. Would you believe that that didn't work? I mean, I did fall asleep, but it was not good sleep. I woke up in a panic at 4 in the morning because when I woke up, I knew my eyes were open, but I couldn't see anything. The tape did fall off my ears and my mouth, but it stayed on my eyes and my nipples, my two most important body parts. I'm not gonna call this a scam. I paid $25 for 30 pieces of tape, and I received all 30 of those pieces of tape. I have no one to blame here but myself. Was it this revitalizing piece of technology that I never knew I needed? No. But I do still have a couple of ovals of tape. So that's fun. I'm sure I'll find some use for them. More than anything, this made me pay more attention to my sleep habits, or my lack of good sleep habits. And it helped me actually realize what does help me go to sleep and what doesn't. And the tape doesn't. I'm sure there are a ton of people who feel benefits from this. There are enough 5-star reviews where not all of them can be lies. Some people are definitely getting something positive out of hostage tape. I just think for them it makes more sense to spend $14 on 3 rolls of tape, which will last them
oodles longer than the 30 pieces they're getting for more money. How much of this is placebo and how much of it is real? I don't know. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a scientist. And if you need any further proof of that, I've got a story for you. It was my friend Michaela's birthday a few weeks ago. Happy birthday, Michaela. I'm very glad that I got to spend her actual birthday with her. We had a great time. It was me and her and a bunch of our other friends. It was great. I did drink some alcohol that night, not to the point that I was even drunk. I had 2, maybe 3 drinks, but to the point that when I got home, I was so sleepy. I did part of my nightly routine, but at some point, I just fell asleep on my bed, in my street clothes, big light on, AirPods in. Now, I feel like I've said in this video I'm a fairly rambunctious sleeper. If not, I'm a fairly rambunctious sleeper. And this is not the first time I've fallen asleep with an AirPod or 2 in. When I woke up in the morning, I had 0 AirPods in my ear, the way it normally is. So I grabbed the right one from underneath my pillow. I didn't see the left one, and I felt a weird lump in my throat. I started getting ready for work, and I was looking for the left one, but I couldn't find it, and then it hit me like a ton of pounds. Holy shit, I swallowed an AirPod last night. So like a dumbass, to see if this was possible, I took the other AirPod out of the case and put it in my mouth and started to swallow it. I was like halfway through when I was like, hold on, this is dumb. Don't do this. So I wiped it off and I put it in the case. Here's proof that I didn't swallow a second AirPod, though I proved to myself that I could swallow a first one. And then one morning, surprise, I found the other one in the top drawer of my dresser. I don't remember putting it there, and I was not drunk enough to forget putting it there. So I don't know how the hell that happened. If I could eat an electronic device, I didn't. I did not swallow an AirPod. But if I could, and I could, I'm easily hosing down 8 spiders a year. I'd probably eat a baker's dozen. So that's one thing hostage tape did give me. Peace of mind that I wouldn't accidentally have a $100 snack. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and you wouldn't mind leaving a like or subscribing, I would really appreciate that. This was a fun one to make. I've been editing it, putting it together as I go, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Hostage tape, I eagerly await your email, but at the same time, I don't know how much longer I'm going to say subscribe because of how many fucking emails you send. Again, thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot to me, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.